Set 75319. The Armorer's Mandalorian Forge. So this is a set from Season 1 of The Mandalorian, depicting the scene in which Din Djarin, aka the Mandalorian, gets his full suit of Beskar armor. And personally, what I'm most excited for in this set is this minifigure, Paz Vizsla, who is like a Mandalorian heavy, and the minifigure looks awesome. So, a big part of the reason I bought this set was honestly for this minifigure, but the set itself also looks cool. So it has 258 pieces. So it shouldn't take too long. Probably like 45 minutes to an hour. And here's the back, showing some features of the set and whatnot. We also, of course, have the Armorer. Okay, let's go ahead and punch it open. I never like these type of boxes. I always like it when they have the tape, but oh well. It kind of ripped weird. So there's the box. We can take that away. You've served your purpose. Thank you, box. And looks like we have one piece outside of the bag. And we have 3 numbered bags. I don't know about you guys, but I think number 1 is a good place to start at. Okay, there we go. Bag number 1 is out. Let's get the instruction manual. And we do have some stickers here. Okay, so we use this piece imagine that since there are 3 bags, that they would have put 1 minifigure in each bag. So, that's a little strange, but oh well. So we're starting with the armorer. I don't think she ever got a real name. I think she was always just the armorer. And it's that way for the Black Series figure and the Hot Toys figure too, so we never actually learned a real name. Maybe we will at some point. Looking for this piece. There it is. I think these are supposed to be like the grabber piece, or the grabber tongs or something like that. So there's the armor. Pretty cool looking minifigure. The Mandalorian, who actually has a blank head, which is kind of surprising, because we've, seen his head for like over a year now, or maybe almost 2 actually. Jeez, has it been that long? So it's kind of surprising that he has a blank head, but maybe they did it just because, at this episode you hadn't yet seen his head, so they wanted to just, do it as if the viewer was on this episode. Maybe that's what they were going for. Who can really say? And then I think this is the same building technique as other Mandalorian rifles that I've seen, whatever this thing is called, where it's like 3 pieces put together. So there's the Mandalorian figure. It's got some nice arm printing, so you can see the gauntlet and sort of the shoulder pad is printed on there, so that looks cool. So also a nice figure. I will say though, I like the Mandalorian, as do most people, but they have put out so many Mandalorian figures that, minifigures I should say, that they don't really feel all that special anymore when you get them. It's just like, oh yeah, there's another Mandalorian, throw them in the pile. By Mandalorian I of course mean Din Djarin, not other Mandalorians. So anyways, let's go ahead and start the build here with the sort of forge itself. Try to build right here so you guys can see everything. So the last Lego video I did was actually also technically a Mandalorian set, but a Mandalorian Starfighter from the Clone Wars, so not a Mandalorian TV show set, but a Mandalorian themed set, if that makes any sense. But anyways, what I was saying was, the last video that I did was in my previous apartment in Los Angeles, and I talked all about process, or soon to be moving process. I have since, of course, moved, so this video is being filmed from New York, so I'm now on the East Coast. I'm originally from the East Coast. I moved to the West Coast for work for a number of years, but I decided to move back. So, happy to say that I'm safely here. Moving is always a huge hassle, especially like I had moved around a lot for college and internships and stuff like that, and I've always packed light. You know, I didn't really have that much stuff before, but now, after sort of setting down roots for a few years in a place, buying a whole ton of stuff, and, you know, particularly starting collecting Star Wars stuff, you know, it is a very arduous process to move across the country. You never quite realize how much stuff you have until you have to pack it all up. So, it's definitely been a journey, but I'm happy to say that I'm here, and have been for about a month. I've been putting out, you know, other videos. This isn't the first video I've done here, but I didn't want to just ramble about my move in those videos, and I think that's, I don't want to say the point of these Lego videos, but kind of one of the perks is we can just, you know, talk about whatever. So I just wanted to mention that, since my last Lego video was talking about moving, so maybe if you're watching this months later, you'll see the previous one and now this one, so you kind of have like a chronological order of my life. But, so there's that. Still setting up my collection and everything. It's not all unpacked, because I have a lot of stuff. But, you know, all the essentials are here. And, obviously, my ASMR station is set up. And, we started working on the Captain Rex costume for the roleplay that you guys voted for, so that'll come out hopefully before the end of this year, which is only a month and a half away. So that came up crazy fast. And speaking of the end of the year, Book of Boba Fett, December 29th, I think, Wednesday. So that'll be kind of a nice treat right between, or, you know, right in the holidays. Should be a fun time. I'm excited. They released a trailer fairly recently, and it looked pretty cool. So very excited for that. Okay, looks like we got some stickers here. Always my worst enemy. It might have actually been, yeah, might have been easier if I followed the instructions and put them on before putting the pieces on, but we'll try our best. Okay, not great, but could be worse. Tiniest bubble there, you probably can't even tell. worse, apparently. Oof. Okay, also pretty bad, but I mean, if you don't look at it too closely, it's passable, so that's all we can really ask for, I think. Okay, we're gonna throw this piece on. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was surprised to find out that the 375 figure scale gunship I unboxed recently had stickers, and they were like really minor stickers too, just like a bunch of triangles and rectangles and things like that. So minor that I actually decided to not put them on. And you can honestly not even tell. If you want to check out that video, I'll put a link in the description. I talked about it in my last LEGO video. I was excited to have my first 375 figure scale gunship. And it is pretty awesome, I gotta say. I wish I could get a whole bunch of them, but they're both big and expensive. So I'm sure I'll get another one at some point, and who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and Hasbro will release another one for the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. Hopefully that gets a lot of attention, you know, with Hot Toys, Black Series, LEGO, the vintage collection, everything. You know, we're creeping up on the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, and then 3 years later will be Revenge of the Sith, so hopefully the prequels get a lot of attention in the coming years. Just making these little blue flames. Anyways, the last video that I posted right before this one was Hot Toys Rescue, aka Pepper Potts. But for whatever reason, not many people seem to be interested in it. It didn't get very many views at all, which is kind of surprising because I thought it was, you know, a really cool looking figure, and I was super excited to get it, so I was surprised that not too many people actually seemed interested in it. So, like I always say, I want to make content that you guys want to see. So let me know if you're interested in Marvel Hot Toys. I like them. I like making the videos. You know, I'm also a Marvel fan. More so Star Wars, but I do like Marvel. But I do love Marvel a lot too. So, like, I'm still gonna be buying Marvel Hot Toys, but if people don't want to see them, then, you know, I don't want to just spam people's subscription inbox with videos. You know, especially since the channel's Star Wars ASMR, you know. So, I did also buy Deadpool. So I recorded like half the video, just like the unboxing part. I haven't done the review part. So let me know if you guys want to see that. You know, like I said, I don't want to post content that, you know, the viewers of the channel don't want to see. So let me know if you guys have any thoughts. Do you want to see Deadpool? Are you interested in Marvel Hot Toys? Are you not? Definitely let me know. And as always, I'm happy to do what the people want to see. is I'm starting, or at least doing the pilot of a lore series where I do a lot of research into some topic of, in Star Wars. For example, the first video will be on the 501st Legion. Sort of like a timeline and lore and whatnot of the 501st, both the Clone Battalion and the Stormtrooper Legion that it eventually became. And I'm having a ton of fun. I think that type of content works really well with ASMR. So I really, really hope you guys like that, because I would love to make a regular series about that, because I have fun researching. I feel like I learn more myself and become more knowledgeable about Star Wars, and I think I'll make good ASMR content. It'll be interesting, and we'll kind of have items related to the topic to do ASMR with. Like, for example, I'll have Rex and Ahsoka vintage collection figures. I'll have maybe a 501st battle pack, like Vader's lightsaber, things like that, like related to the topic, to tap on and do ASMR with while I talk about the lore. So very excited for that, and I really hope you guys like it, because I'd really love to do a sort of permanent series, maybe new episode every month or something. Maybe if you guys really like it, I can do it a couple times a month. Because I'm having a ton of fun working on the first episode, so hopefully that works out and you guys like it as well. But let me know if you want to see Deadpool, if you want to see other Marvel Hot Toys. I found that Marvel Hot Toys are generally hit or miss on my channel. Some of them, like Thanos, have done really well. Some of them, like I think Rocket, now Rescue, have just been kind of lukewarm. It doesn't seem to be much interest, so let me know. As always, I'm open to your feedback, suggestions, whatever you guys want to see. I'm happy to at least give it a try. Let's see, what else can we talk about here? Have you guys seen the HasLab Rancor? If you don't know what a HasLab is, it's like a bit of a weird program, but also kind of cool, because it's crowdfunding for a non-startup company. It's not a private company, it's part of Hasbro, the massive toy manufacturer. But they're crowdfunding, and the whole point is it's for really big, expensive projects that they want to get interest in and get orders before they essentially make them. So they've made stuff in the past, like the massive vintage collection Jabba sail barge. They've made big Marvel Legend figures like Galactus, stuff like that. Really huge figures or vehicles. Anyways, long story short, they're making a HasLab Rancor. The big monster, what's Jabba's palace. So they're making a Black Series 6-inch figure scale Rancor. And on one hand, I really want to get it because, like, it's awesome. It looks, well, they haven't unveiled the paint job yet. I think as I'm posting this, they will. So you'll know how it looks when you're watching this, but as of today, Thursday the 18th, they have not yet revealed the paint job, so we don't really know what it looks like. But the price tag definitely hurts. It's like $350, which is more than most Hot Toy figures. For, like, from what I can tell, less quality than Hot Toys. So we'll have to see what the paint job looks like. I think the paint will kind of make or break it. Oh, it looks like we actually finished this step. So let's set up the armor here. I think this is supposed to be Beskar. Okay, well, kind of. It doesn't seem to be quite right, to be honest. There we go. Maybe. I have it like going between the flame. Maybe like this. Okay. So there she is. Cooking up some Beskar for the Mandalorian's armor. For Din Djarin. So, that looks pretty cool. Let's keep going here. I'll try to pick up the base a little bit. Here's all the extra pieces. He's patiently waiting for his armor. So, honestly, awesome minifigure. There's the Mandalorian mythosaur on the back, or on the shoulder piece there. Very awesome looking minifigure, quickly becoming one of my favorites. So, super excited about that. Okay, let's go ahead and get building here, and I'll try to go a little bit faster, since this video, I think we're already like around 40 minutes. Anyways, I was talking about the HasLab ranker. I'm still on the fence if I'm going to get it or not. I think we'll have to see. Like, $350 is a lot of money for a Black Series figure. So I think ultimately a few things are gonna make or break it for me. One, if the paint applications look good. Like, I think we'll know by the time I post this video. And two, actually maybe three things, but two, what the extras are, because right now the extras are a little bit lacking. And I think that's the consensus of most people, is that the extras don't seem great. Right now, all we have is a repackage of a Gamorrean card, a cardboard backdrop, which I've never liked with any figures, and some bones, like plastic bones. So, they haven't been great extras. So, right now I'm kind of leaning towards Paz, mostly because, the third reason is that it's going to take up a ton of shelf space, and I don't have like a big Jabba's Palace selection of figures. Like, I know a lot of people have been collecting, figures from that scene of Return of the Jedi for a very long time, and they have a whole setup for Jabba's Palace. I don't have that, so I kind of have to build a display around the ranker, which is kind of why I'm on the fence about it. Admittedly, I will say that I didn't get the Vintage Collection Razor Crest, which is, Din Djarin's ship. Was Din Djarin's ship before Season 2. I didn't get the Razor Crest, and now I am massively missing out. I really wish I had backed it. I'm considering paying the aftermarket price. I don't think I will, just because it's a crazy price of $700-800 now for people who are trying to sell it on eBay. So I'm really missing out. For some reason, I just decided not to pull the trigger on that when it was originally being backed, and now I really regret it. So I'm I don't really want the ranker that much. I don't have a big Return of the Jedi collection. I don't really have a great place to put it. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm what if I regret it in a year and a half from now, when it starts shipping out? So I'll probably make up my mind in the last day. Let me know in the comments, are you guys gonna get it? And let me know if the paint applications and the add-ons that are going to be revealed tomorrow for me have changed your mind. We'll see. I feel like I had a whole bunch of things to talk about. I knew I was recording this video today, so throughout the day I was mentally taking notes of what do I talk about in this video, and now I'm just everything, my mind is just empty. So we talked about the ring car. Let's see. There are some Book of Boba Fett figures that are out already. I've seen some in hand, I think I saw someone post on Instagram, Fennec Shant. And that figure looks awesome. I'll have to get that one soon. I'd like to try to get figures early, on the aftermarket or something, but I also don't want to support, people that buy them just to sell them, aka scalpers. So I want to get them early, but I don't have an official channel to get them early, so it's a eternal debate in my mind. Do I buy this, figure early off of eBay before the main retailer starts shipping it out so I can show it to you guys, or do I just wait? And most of the time, I just wait because I don't want to support, someone selling a figure on eBay for 3 times the retail price to make a buck. So I generally try to wait. But a lot of times I see, there's a sticker there. A lot of times I see people on Instagram will be I got a buddy in whatever XYZ location that got these early and hooked me up. And unfortunately, I don't have any hookups like that. So maybe one day I can dream, but for the time being, I either get my figures like everyone else does and just do kind of a video on it, or a review of it when everyone else does, or I why isn't this going in? What happened to this? Wait, something is messed up here. I don't know what I did, but it definitely wasn't right. Sorry if you were watching that and were yelling at your screen that I was messing it up. Just gotta swap some stuff around here. sometimes, either I don't have any hookups or anything to get figures early, so either I just, wait until all the figures ship and get mine at the same time as everyone else. So unfortunately, the review doesn't go up before everyone gets the figure, or I buy it on eBay. And like I said, I generally don't like to support, scalpers and people who sell in the aftermarket, so generally it's the former, and my reviews aren't super quick. I will say, I do check eBay, almost daily, and a lot of times you'll see the figure or figures that haven't hit mainstream production yet or store shelves yet. They'll be $50, $60, $50, 3 times retail, and then every once in a while I just see $30. Sorry, I don't like talking when I'm opening the bags because it's a nightmare to edit. But anyways, like I was saying, sometimes, I check eBay quite a bit, and I do see figures go up, randomly, by, someone who's not really scalping and sort of selling it for a reasonable price. And I'm more okay with buying it for a 10 or 20% markup, because it's they did go to the store, managed to get it early. I don't mind that as much if you're hey, I'm tacking on $5, $10 because I drove to the store and got this, and I'm selling it to other collectors for a fairly reasonable price that want it. And I'm okay, that's more reasonable. But double or triple retail, I definitely just can't support. So, that's sort of my speech. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. That's not my intention. In a perfect world, the figures would just be all readily available. And you wouldn't have random figures popping up in random locations and bad availability and things like that. And I could just get the figure early, do the review, and it'd be great. But unfortunately right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. So I only buy from, I guess, people trying to not gouge collectors, if at all. And sometimes, maybe once in a blue moon, or wherever that saying is, I do find figures in the wild the second bag, or the third bag, sorry. So I think this video will come in just around an hour, which I think is a reasonable time for a Lego video. The Mandalorian Starfighter was like 2.5 hours, I think. So I think that one was admittedly a bit too long. But I'm open to suggestions. Would you guys prefer, like, if I do that, I like cut it up into different parts? Just leave it as like the full 2 hour, 2.5 hour or more long video, or, you know, should I edit, like cut it up and like cut out the tedious building? Or I'm open to suggestions on like longer sets, or should I just not do longer sets on the channel at all? Should I keep it to like 400 pieces or less? Let me know what you guys think. But the Mandalorian Starfighter got like less than half the views of Duel on Mandalore. And I don't quite know if that's because the Duel on Mandalore set is way more popular, or if it's because the Mandalorian Starfighter video was like too long, so people didn't want to like tune in for 2.5 hours of a Lego build. So let me know if anyone's still this far along in the video. Did you watch the Mandalorian Starfighter? Did you not watch it? Would you want 2.5 hours of Lego building unedited? Well, I say unedited. I still have to edit it to remove, you know, loud noises, police sirens, that type of stuff. But I didn't cut up the content. Would you want the content sort of cut up, or do you not want it at all? Definitely let me know if you have an opinion there. Let's see, building a little console here, I think. I will say, filming the Lego videos is always very laid back and easy, because, you know, I just kind of sit here and like ramble and ramble and like build a Lego set. It's like the easiest thing in the world, but then the editing is always a pain, because, you know, I do have to rewatch the whole thing. I can't skip around because I'm terrified that somehow, somewhere, there's like a loud noise or something that would sneak its way into the final product, and it would like just like wake someone up, or like make someone jump, or like I don't know, that type of thing. So I always watch the whole thing to make sure it sounds nice. But I don't edit these for like content or pacing or anything. I feel like I'm missing a piece. Oh, wow. I feel silly. spent like the past 30 seconds looking for this slope piece, but it was literally already attached. That's a little embarrassing. Like, I won't edit that out. Like, I'm not gonna edit the content. But if I make a loud noise like that, you know, I'm gonna mute the sound on that so you guys won't hear me pounding on the table, but it definitely kind of makes me paranoid when I edit the videos, because I'm always like, what if I forgot something? Or what if I missed something? What if I wasn't paying attention right when it happened? And because they're so long, it's like not easy to check your work. Anyways, there's like a hologram of Mandalorian armor on this console. That looks really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, building another one of these arches. Let's see here. I think we're looking for this piece. I feel like I had something else to talk about. Oh, I remembered one thing. It really snuck up on me. Oh, I'll have to edit that out too. It really snuck up on me, but the new Thrawn book, I think it's called Lesser Evil, was released 2 days ago, which is really exciting. I've read all of the other 5 Thrawn books, so I'm really, really interested to know how the Ascendancy trilogy ends. And we will learn how he gets exiled. And that's not a spoiler, because that's like within like 10 sentences of the first Thrawn book. Not even the Ascendancy trilogy. It says he's exiled from the Ascendancy. And we still don't know the context. At least I don't think. I don't have a great memory, so I could be wrong. I don't think they told us though. But we'll hopefully learn it in this one, Lesser Evil. Like just the title alone, you know, sounds like something Thrawn might get in trouble for, you know, going for the lesser evil, making a hard choice in maybe what was right for his people, but they exiled him because they had to, or they disagreed, or I don't know. That's just conjecture. I think I actually already own it on Audible, so I'll have to start soon, maybe tomorrow, because I just learned earlier today that it was released, so very excited to start that. If you guys haven't read or listened to any of the Thrawn books, I highly recommend them. I really love them, and if you're not much of a bookworm, or you know, if you don't like reading, then you can get it on Audible. And in all honesty, again, I feel like I'm gonna offend some people here. Even if you love reading, I feel like I could still say you should listen to it on Audible. was the person that reads the book, Mark Thompson, I think is his name, does such an incredible Thrawn voice, and like I can't imagine like listening to, or like not having like sort of a mental model or something, I don't know, of like what his voice sounds like and the way he pronounces everything. So even if you prefer reading, I would still listen to it, or maybe just an excerpt or something of him talking so you can hear it, because it sounds awesome. That's why the roleplay after Captain Rex will be Grand Admiral Thrawn. And I'm both excited and a bit nervous to give that accent a try, because I don't want to botch it. But I also think it's like generally like a relaxing kind of tone in a way. It's like relaxing, like, but also like, I don't know what the word is. If you haven't heard it, just look it up. You'll understand what I'm saying. So, anyways, very excited for that. Sorry, I had to cut there for a minute. The heater in my apartment came on, and it always makes noises for like a minute or two before it kind of settles down. So I had to stop. But I think I was just wrapping up talking about the new Thrawn book, and how I'm very excited for that. So, if you haven't read it, definitely go do that. There are now 6 books, so tons of content that you can sink your teeth in. And it's in audiobook format, which I would actually recommend. So you can listen on your commute or while you're doing other stuff. So it's not like you have to be reading it or watching it the whole time, which is nice. So highly recommend it. Let's see. Upcoming videos, maybe we can talk about a bit. I think the video's almost over, but might as well chat about it. On the horizon, like I said, we have that lore video that I'm working on that I'm very excited for. I think that'll go up 1 week from today. I was actually planning on doing it today. But I don't have a printer yet, and I wanted to like print out the sort of lore sheet to have while I'm doing ASMR. So I kind of put a wrench in that plan, at least in the immediate future, but it's not like a huge delay, so it'll be 1 week from today the lore video will go up. So look forward to that. And then, like I said, there'll be the Captain Rex roleplay and the Grand Admiral Thrawn roleplay. And, if you guys like the lore series, I'll do more of those. And I think I have some Black Series videos on the horizon. I'm gonna do 375 figure Betrayal on Volusia Battle Pack, which is really cool, that I'm excited to show you guys. So, and then Hot Toys Captain Rex should come fairly soon, so a lot of stuff on the horizon. That's exciting, so definitely stay tuned. And I like to keep the content of the channel nice and varied. So like some action figure reviews, some Lego videos, hopefully the new lore series does well, role plays, casual videos, all sorts of stuff. So no matter what you like, hopefully I got something for you. And if I don't, feel free to give me a suggestion in the comments below, and I'm happy to do it. But anyways, we just finished this cabinet thing. That's pretty cool, and there's kind of a secret compartment. You can put a blaster, a thermal detonator, and a piece of Beskar, and then put the top on. And there's a keypad, presumably to lock it. And you can open it up and see the tongs in there, or whatever they're called. So that's kind of a neat detail. It slides in right here. And finally, let's move in here and snap it together. You can't actually go there. Maybe here. There we go. Let me grab the camera here. So here it is. Set 75319. The Armorer's Mandalorian Forge. So, looks pretty cool. Highlight of the set is definitely Paz Vizsla. That minifigure looks awesome, but you know, the set's also